If you were anywhere near the social media pulse this past week, the image was everywhere. Selena Gomez, famed for her powerhouse voice and magnetic presence, center stage at an exclusive LA event, letting loose as Kendrick Lamar's chart shaker, Not Like Us, thrummed through the venue, immediately catching the eye of every fan and pop culture watcher online. Amidst flashing cameras and the swirl of other partygoers, Selena didn't just casually nod along. She wholeheartedly joined in, visibly, mouthing along to segments of the track, which has become notorious for its biting lyrics and undeniable rhythm. This single moment set off a wildfire across TikTok, Twitter, and entertainment platforms everywhere, as fan pages began dissecting each second of the footage, zeroing in on Selena's reactions, suggesting she might just be referencing her much-publicized relationship and eventual breakup with Justin Bieber, though others insisted it was simply a star in her element, caught in the moment as any music lover would be. Either way, it overshadowed nearly everything else at the event. The video endlessly replayed, slowed, and analyzed with a fervor unique to internet mystery hunts. Selena, surrounded by LA's finest and music blaring, found herself unwillingly at the epicenter of new speculation. The edges between innocent celebration and heavier subtext quickly blurring as people searched for meaning in her song choice and visible joy. The track itself, written by Kendrick Lamar, brims with confidence and confrontation, acknowledged for being loaded with pointed jabs and declarations of personal triumph over adversaries within the industry. And it's exactly the kind of moment that ignites a fan frenzy when attached to a figure like Selena Gomez. Fan conversations rapidly escalated. Was Selena purposely linking her own journey to the song's themes, especially the parts about being not like them? Or did she simply enjoy the music, like so many others that night, as the hit played? As soon as the clip surfaced, those who have followed Selena's personal and public life drew lines between her recent night out and her high-profile romantic history, chiefly her well-documented story with Justin Bieber. That a flashback to the early 2010s reminds everyone how Selena and Justin's relationship captured hearts and headlines, igniting nearly a decade of intense attention from media and fans alike. From the time they first confirmed their romance, audiences rooted for and speculated about every moment between them. Their public kisses, red carpet debuts, hints of trouble, and eventual, sometimes dramatic, breakups. Around 2018, after years of both struggling with the spotlight and sparking rumors with respective new partners, Selena and Justin parted ways for good. Nearly immediately after, Justin's rapid-fire romance and marriage to Hailey Baldwin launched even more headlines, adding layers to the dynamic and fostering a highly engaged fan base that poured over every update or social cue. Both Selena and Justin's personal growth and professional successes continued in parallel, each claiming new achievements, but never fully escaping the echo of their years together. Between music releases, public statements, and fleeting social posts, all of Selena's actions, every lyric, every public outing, took on extra weight for those still invested in her journey. Songs like Lose You to Love Me, for example, became anthems for anyone watching, offering presumed insight into her side of the story and the long process of healing from heartbreak. Meanwhile, the mere suggestion of a cryptic remark or symbolic gesture fuels months of speculation, with supporters eager to trace her progress or read meaning into each pivot. In this heightened atmosphere, the scene at the LA party grew wings that a simple act, singing along to Kendrick's latest smash, became prime material for headlines and rapid-fire group chats, even though Selena herself gave no overt signals about her intention leading up to that specific moment. Notably, Selena's comfort in public, honed over years of performing and fielding scrutiny, seemed on full display and only invited more interpretation, as viewers debated whether her performance was coded with any extra significance. The groove and defiance in Kendrick's Not Like Us, a song celebrated for drawing bold lines between winners, and the rest was suddenly interwoven with Selena's own public perception. Fans began editing together highlight reels, matching footage of the LA event with newspaper clippings and past interviews. The debate deepened as social media users argued over whose story was truly being told in those few seconds at the party. Was Selena reflecting her independence? Was there a personal jab tucked into the performance? Or was everyone merely watching a celeb enjoy a party hit like anyone else would? While opposing sides surfaced, one part of the fanbase certain there was coded messaging, another adamantly dismissing any interpretation as overblown. The moment was unavoidably cemented as another viral Selena highlight, adding a fresh chapter to her timeline with Justin Bieber, even if neither party said a word. All the while, the track's chorus, famous for its declarations of distinction and self-assurance, played over and over on countless devices, multiplying speculation and cementing the connection between its lyricism and Selena's current chapter. Throughout this entire digital firestorm, Selena herself stayed silent, sticking to a pattern she's followed for years. Subscribe for more in-depth pop culture recaps. Having spoken before about her pursuit of happiness and self-worth, especially following her split from Justin, she's on record sharing that the divide, painful though it was, ended up shaping a new, more confident phase of her life, both personally and professionally, as she's referenced the impact of her long, public roller coaster romance only when necessary, usually in the context of encouraging others to prioritize healing and growth over bitterness. Today, her comments don't address rumors directly. Instead, she's focused on letting her art and presence do the talking, refusing to be defined by old shadows. The events surrounding her at the LA Bash thus stand as the latest instance of Selena's personal milestones colliding, often unwittingly, with the expectations and emotions of fans worldwide. Those who have followed Selena from her Disney days to the present bring a unique investment to moments like these. The emotional footprint left by the Gomez-Bieber years runs deep, encouraging both nostalgia and speculation when events trigger reminders. Even as Selena herself moves forward, her Instagram feeds, live streams, and red carpet appearances continue to draw outsized interest, not just for what's said, but for what might possibly be meant. If, indeed, there's any meaning at all. Because of this, even the most routine outings, whether she's walking into a studio or stopping at an event, can escalate into headline fodder at a moment's notice, especially if fans spot clues or hear a lyric that might tie back to her well-documented personal saga. Neither Selena nor Justin publicly addresses these moments in the moment. Instead, their lives play out before a digital audience primed for drama, already invested in decades' worth of context. Again, Selena's public stance, cited over and over in interviews, is to take the high road, reminding everyone of her priorities: creativity, positivity, and privacy, even as online chatter swells around her latest appearance to end the years since their breakup. Justin's marriage and Selena's various music and business launches have often overlapped in the timelines of blogs and fan sites. Each new development compared to previous chapters, every change analyzed for traces of old rivalries, or, alternatively, indications of lasting closure. Yet, what remains constant is the world's appetite for clues. Fans scroll endlessly, hoping for Easter eggs, connecting threads. Between Selena singing in the car, what song she shazams at a party, or what post she likes on Instagram. To them, every little sign might be a window into her emotional state or an update on where she stands in relation to her old love story. The LA moment was no exception. Before the clock turned midnight, it was already the subject of viral threads, meme pages, and hot takes across continents. Pulse-quickening rumors circulated, suggesting this was the clearest reference to her past breakup in months. Even though Selena herself, as in every past episode, kept her distance from the speculation, making no hint of confirming, denying, or even acknowledging the analysis swirling around her, the cycle repeated. The initial video went viral, fan pages added layers of backstory. Influencers broke down her facial expressions in slow motion, while mainstream outlets recapped the saga with sweeping headlines that all but declared a new episode in the Selena-Justin universe, whether or not either of them agreed. Subscribe now for more exclusive updates on viral celebrity events. As online discussion surged. However, Selena carried on with her professional obligations, showing up for the causes, appearances, and performances that now define her more than any personal storyline ever could. Reports from the night suggest the party itself continued at a breakneck energy. Other stars and guests enjoying the tracks as much as she did, nobody else capturing quite the same viral attention as Selena, who became the de facto story without necessarily seeking the spotlight.